Hey everyone, welcome back to Mega Wealth Magnet, where we explore the power, passion, and purpose behind today's biggest music movements. In today's video, we're diving into something truly special, a space where gospel praise fuses with Afrobeat rhythm, and women are not just making noise, they're leading a revolution. From sacred altars to global stages, they're reshaping the sound of African praise with fire, fashion, and fierce vocals. It's inspiring, it's powerful, and it's changing the face of African praise music forever. This isn't just gospel, it's not just Afro-Fusion. It's a divine uprising where praise meets power, and women are not just participating, they're dominating. Welcome to the story of passion, power, and praise. This is Praise Meets Power, how women are dominating gospel Afro-Fusion. So get comfortable, open your heart, and join us as we explore.
In a world where sound meets soul and rhythm meets revelation, a powerful movement is rising, and it's being led by the women of Africa. While Afrobeats continues to conquer global charts, there's a quieter revolution happening, one that uplifts the spirit, heals the heart, and draws millions back to their faith. It's called Gospel Afro-Fusion. Picture this: the infectious rhythm of Afrobeat, the fire of highlife, the sway of dancehall, wrapped in a message of hope, salvation, and gratitude. But what makes it special is not just the music, it's the messengers. Women, strong, bold, anointed, women who are turning worship into waves of influence. This isn't just a genre, it's ministry on a beat, it's healing with a hook, it's spirituality laced in sound. From Sinach's global worship anthems to Mercy Chinwo's joyful highlife praise and Yadah's futuristic gospel, you're about to see how women are transforming both music and faith, one hit at a time. So, whether you're a music lover, a believer seeking inspiration, or an aspiring artist looking for your path, this journey will open your heart to a new sound, the sound of spirit-led excellence. Now, let's look at what is Gospel Afro-Fusion. Gospel Afro-Fusion is a unique blend of spiritual themes and praise lyrics, with the vibrant, percussion-driven sounds of Afrobeats. It merges traditional gospel with Afro-pop, highlife, dancehall, and soul, creating a sound that is both uplifting and danceable. This subgenre appeals to a wide audience, those looking for faith-based music, but also younger listeners drawn to Afrobeat's catchy rhythms. Gospel Afro-Fusion is more than a hybrid genre. It's a cultural and spiritual bridge. It's where the old meets the new, the sacred meets the street, and the message of Christ dances to the beat of a talking drum. It's what happens when traditional gospel refuses to stay boxed in, when artists take worship beyond the four walls of a church and plant it in the middle of Afrobeat's electric energy. Think of it like this: you're in Lagos traffic, horns are blaring, the sun is blazing, but over the radio, a song comes on. It has the bounce of Burna Boy, the swing of Wizkid, but the message? Pure fire from heaven. That's Gospel Afro-Fusion. It's relatable, relevant, and irresistible. And it's not just limited to praise and worship songs in English. Gospel Afro-Fusion embraces local languages, pidgin, and indigenous sounds. Whether it's Igbo rhythms, Yoruba chants, or Hausa melodies, this genre speaks to the African soul in every dialect. It's church with groove, it's prayer with pop, it's the modern psalm. And the most fascinating part? It's being driven fearlessly by women. Moving on to the queens who rule the sound. Every movement has its pioneers. And when it comes to gospel Afro-Fusion, women have done more than just contribute. They've shaped the sound, the soul, and the spirit of this genre. They've turned pain into praise, broken ceilings with hymns, and stood on global stages with songs born from personal battles. Take Sinach, for example. Born Judikay, this Nigerian powerhouse didn't just write a worship song. She created an anthem for the world. Waymaker wasn't just a hit. It was a healing balm during COVID lockdowns, echoing from hospital rooms to refugee camps. It's been translated into over 50 languages and covered by artists worldwide, from churches in South Korea to choirs in South Africa. But behind the music lies a woman of deep conviction. Sinach began as a humble worship leader at Christ Embassy, quietly writing songs that touched lives. She didn't chase fame. Fame found her through faithfulness. She proves that when you serve your gift with consistency and humility, the world has no choice but to listen. Then there's Mercy Chinwo, a name that carries joy. Her sound, energetic. Her spirit, unapologetically passionate. Her song, Excess Love, isn't just about God's love. It reflects the love she discovered while navigating the dark seasons of her life. Mercy blends traditional highlife with gospel in a way that feels like both a Sunday service and a Saturday celebration. What makes Mercy unique isn't just her voice, it's her presence. She embodies freedom in worship, showing young women that you can love God, be fashionable, smile wide, and still carry deep spiritual power. She's not just leading songs, she's leading a generation. And we can't ignore Yadah, the futuristic psalmist. Yadah is where Afro Gospel meets Gen Z creativity. Her music videos look like pop anthems. Her sound is international, bold, and unapologetically Christ-centered. She brings fashion, visuals, and message into one dynamic package. From Only You, Jesus, to Congratulations, Yadah reminds us that faith can be fun, trendy, and still life-changing. These women and many more have transformed gospel music from something solemn to something celebrated. They show that you don't need to compromise your faith to be relevant. They've built brands, ministries, and global movements through one core tool: anointed music. If you've ever wondered why women dominate gospel Afro-Fusion, there's something undeniably powerful about a woman who worships. But when she does it through rhythm, language, and melody that reflect her African roots, she becomes a force the world cannot ignore. So why are women leading the gospel Afro-Fusion wave? Why are they not just participating, but dominating? First, it comes down to emotional authenticity. Women have long been the storytellers of their families and communities. They sing from places of deep emotion, pain, joy, heartbreak, faith, healing, and that honesty is the heartbeat of gospel music. Listeners don't just hear their songs, they feel them. Think about it. A song like Excess Love hits harder, not because it has the best instrumentation, but because Mercy Chinwo sings like someone who's tasted that love. Her voice cracks at just the right moment. Her ad-libs are not rehearsed, they're revelations. It's this rawness that connects deeply with audiences across borders. Second, women carry the dual power of nurture and influence. In African culture, mothers, sisters, aunties, they are the first spiritual mentors. They teach children how to pray, sing hymns at dawn, and bring harmony to households. that spiritual authority naturally extends into music. Female artists simply brought what they were already doing in private into public sound waves. Third, resilience. Many of these artists have faced intense pressure spiritually, socially, even economically. They've had to battle stereotypes, modesty policing, and the unrealistic expectations of being both churchy and marketable. Yet they rise. They find ways to blend righteousness with relevance, conviction with creativity. And lastly, they understood the mission. For many male artists, gospel might be a stepping stone. For these women, it's a calling. They don't just sing because it's popular. They sing because it's purpose. They're not just in the business of music, they're in the business of souls. Next, we explore the core elements that make gospel Afro-Fusion so powerful. At the heart of gospel, Afro-Fusion is a magical fusion of sound, spirit, and culture. But what exactly gives this genre its punch? Its ability to get people on their feet and on their knees at the same time. First, it's the beat, undeniably African. Whether it's Afrobeat drums, Congolese guitar rhythms, or Yoruba talking drums, gospel Afro-Fusion carries the DNA of the continent. These rhythms are not just catchy, they're spiritual. In African tradition, drums have always been sacred. They summon, they declare, they command attention. Then comes the message, always centered on faith. But unlike traditional Western gospel, which may rely on piano ballads or choir harmonies, gospel Afro-Fusion is personal. It tells stories. How someone survived heartbreak, overcame loss, or danced out of depression through the power of God. The message is laced in local proverbs, everyday language, and testimonies that even the average street hawker can relate to. The language diversity is another key. Yadah might sing in English and Pidgin. Sinach stays global, while someone like Judikay may lean into Igbo expressions of praise. This multilingual, multicultural blend ensures that gospel doesn't feel foreign, it feels homegrown. And finally, the production quality. These women aren't cutting corners. They bring in top-tier video directors, sound engineers, stylists, even dancers. Their videos are YouTube-worthy, their branding on point. They've shown that you can carry God's presence and still invest in excellence. That brings us to the impact beyond the music. Gospel Afro-Fusion isn't just creating playlists, it's creating movements. The songs have become anthems at weddings, fuel for prayer vigils, and comfort for grieving families. But more than that, they've become tools for economic empowerment and cultural revival. In cities like Accra, Nairobi, Port Harcourt, and Johannesburg, gospel concerts now pull stadium crowds. Young people who might have drifted from the church find themselves drawn back, not because of sermons, but because of songs that speak their language. Social media has amplified this impact. With platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels, gospel songs become viral sounds. Take Omema by Judikay. What started as a worship song became a dance challenge. It wasn't staged. It wasn't funded. It was authentic joy, shared by thousands. Beyond Africa, these artists are breaking global ceilings. Sinach became the first African gospel artist to top the Billboard Christian Songwriter chart. Yadah's videos have tens of millions of views, mostly from non-African fans. Chinwo tours globally, not just in churches, but in auditoriums packed with youth who know every lyric by heart. Financially, it's a game changer too. These women have turned ministry into sustainable careers. From endorsements to streaming revenue, merchandise to ticket sales, they've redefined what it means to prosper in purpose.
Lessons for aspiring female artists. If you're a young woman out there wondering if your voice matters, this is your confirmation. The rise of female artists in gospel Afro-Fusion is proof that purpose, when paired with excellence, becomes unstoppable. So what can you learn from these queens of sound and spirit? Lesson 1. Your story is your strength. Don't be ashamed of your scars. Every song that became a hit started as a hidden pain, a secret prayer, or a moment of surrender. Sinach wrote, "Waymaker," during a tough season, yet it brought healing to millions. You don't need to be perfect, you need to be real. Lesson 2. Embrace your roots. You don't have to sing like American gospel artists to be successful. In fact, your Africanness is your advantage. Bring in the local drums, the native tongues, the fashion, the dances. That's what makes your sound stand out. Judikay, Mercy Chinwo, and Yadah all use their local flavor to build global platforms. Lesson 3. Be spiritually grounded. Don't let branding replace anointing. These women don't just rehearse, they pray. They don't just perform, they minister. You need a personal walk with God that is deeper than your public image. That's where the real power flows from. Lesson 4. Build your team and brand with wisdom. Look at the videos, the quality, the styling, the confidence. It didn't happen by accident. These women invested in their craft, their appearance, their media presence, and their long-term vision. You need to think beyond one hit. Think lifetime impact. Lesson 5. Don't rush, grow. Many of these artists served behind the scenes for years. They were backup singers, choir members, session vocalists. They didn't wake up famous, they grew into greatness. Honor your current stage. Excellence there will open doors you never imagined. And finally, Lesson 6. Community over competition. These women collaborate. They uplift one another. They don't see ministry as a race, but a relay. That's how legacy is built. You don't shine brighter by dimming another's light. You shine brighter by reflecting more of God's glory together. Conclusion: Gospel Afro-Fusion is not just a genre, it's a revolution. A movement led by fearless women of faith who are redefining what it means to be spiritual, African, and successful. They are not just making music, they are healing nations, inspiring the next generation, and proving that purpose and power can live in the same woman. So, to every aspiring artist watching this, here's the truth. Your voice is needed. Your culture is powerful, your story is valid, and your moment is coming. If this video moved you, inspired you, or helped you see gospel music in a new light, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Let someone else discover their fire too. And if you want more stories like this, of artists, icons, and movements shaping Africa and the world, then hit subscribe, drop a comment, and join the Mega Wealth Magnet family. We've only just begun. Until next time, keep creating with courage, keep rising with purpose, and always keep your sound anointed. Thanks for watching.